Hi, I'm Kat Lloyd, Vice President of Programs here at the Tenement Museum. And as you probably know, over the next year we are working on opening our newest permanent exhibit in 97 Orchard Street, our first historic tenement. So this exhibit focuses on the lives of Joseph and Rachel Moore. They were two Black New Yorkers who lived in a tenement just a mile west of Orchard Street in today's Soho neighborhood. We've been researching Joseph and his wife Rachel really for the past year and a half, and we're now at the point of the process where we're trying to understand their neighborhood better. This is always part of every Tenement Museum exhibit and tour. As you probably know if you visited us, we want to understand the community that each of our families was part of, and really are trying to understand the world outside of their tenement. We know for most tenement residents today and in the past, your neighborhood is really part of your home. So behind me is a fire insurance map. Each of the different colors corresponds to a different building material. So the pink buildings are made of brick, the yellow buildings are made of wood, and the blue buildings have a stone or slate roof. This was, of course, to determine how flammable or combustible particular buildings were. But then for researchers, these maps end up giving us an incredible picture of what is where within a neighborhood at any given point, what the buildings might have looked like. We have spent hours poring over these maps behind me to understand what was there when Joseph and Rachel lived in this neighborhood. And this is particularly important because most of these buildings don't exist anymore. A lot of the Soho neighborhood, the buildings from the mid-19th century have been demolished and newer, taller buildings constructed in their place. We're really trying to understand a physical neighborhood that doesn't exist anymore, and also trying to understand this community that was really a stronghold for Black New Yorkers in the mid-19th century, particularly working class Black New Yorkers like Joseph and Rachel. There's a star on the map right here at 17 Lawrence Street. This is where they live, in a rear tenement, which was built behind a front tenement that faced the street. In trying to understand their neighborhood, we have been looking at Black newspapers from the time period, looking at business records, at census records, at church records, and as you can see, populating the neighborhood with different institutions and community organizations. What would they pass by? Who would they see? Stay tuned to learn more about the Moores.